Hi, everyone. It is so humbling to share a stage with such an inspiring human, and just a little bit overwhelming, but to have to follow that, but I'll do my best. So my story starts with a year ago. I attended my first Oslo Freedom Forum, and the 6 years prior, I had been contributing as a protocol developer to Bitcoin Core. I had a crazy experience here, and I walked out kind of dazed going, I guess I'm starting a nonprofit. And so it's wild to be back here a year later and tell you about Waye, this nonprofit that has a name and what we're up to. So first a question, who here has wondered if you're at risk of burning out? Yeah, it seems to be a lot of us, and we've been inspecting that question of why. And what we see is that it comes down to how much you care. When you care about what you're working on, it's hard to close your screen at the end of the night, or let alone turn off your brain. And this is a beautiful thing to care so much, but it can be a double-edged sword. And it's really important to understand because if you really burn out, that means that your story ends. And in the open source space, we're seeing more and more stories of people's story ending, of influential maintainers and project contributors stepping back, of projects that are shutting down because they can't keep going. So it's becoming this directly. Dan Siegel had an amazing talk on burnout on the main stage that if you didn't see, I highly recommend. But today we're going to go in a more playful visual metaphor direction. So this is Blue. Blue works on censorship-resistant money. Blue believes that anybody, anywhere should be able to transact freely at any time. This vision is represented by this moon that Blue is moving towards. However, Blue's been having kind of a hard time. Every day, the idea of free money is feeling more distant. So what do? Well, first we start by identifying and understanding the problem, which we represent with these burnout storm clouds. We break down the day-to-day experiences that are challenging, and I like this metaphor of the storm clouds because it's this cold, rainy thing, no one wants to be out in the rain alone. But also, the clouds obfuscate the vision of the moon. And then we visit them one by one, and we reshape these challenges into clear, tangible, day-to-day actions that can provide ground under Blue's feet to create a mountain that he can run up to grab that moon. Waye believes that you have to take pride in the work that you do in order to maximize the impact that you have in the world. Said another way, if you have internal clarity, that is the best way to create external, profound ripples in the world around. So hopefully you're with me. We have this ambition, and sometimes it can be kind of unruly, and we want to turn it into clear day-to-day actions. So how do we do that? Well, that's the point of Waye, and it looks different for every single person. We've seen so many stories of people transforming their vision into impact, and I wish I had time to tell you about many of them, but we've seen stories of people who were questioning if they can continue in the space, and after refocusing, were able to actually level up their contributions. And so we wanted to go bigger. Some of you saw a sneak peek of this presentation a few months ago, and we told you of how we wanted to scale from supporting individuals to supporting groups, which includes doing research to study what the life of open source contributors are like, developing group coaching protocols, developing tools that you can help yourself to on our website right now. And that was the punchline. It's that it's happening. It's so cool that in the past few months, we've gotten so much engagement. We've had 118 badass freedom tech builders participate in a Waye initiative. 68 of them are coming back for monthly engagement to try to maximize the impact of the work they're doing. And they're coming from 32 different countries. It's been so humbling and inspiring and exciting to get to support each one of those people in helping unleash their inner badass fully. If you're interested in learning more, www.waye.dev, and you can sign up for our mailing list. But this is really important. And right now, our number one focus is fundraising. The community engagement we've gotten and the people we've gotten to support is incredible. And now we need to practice what we preach and pour in a sustainable foundation for us to keep supporting this community. Because if we really believe in what we're doing, we're building the open source toolboxes that powers the activists to focus on their frontline fight. And we need to be thinking not in terms of months or in years, but in terms of lifetime. Thank you.